better than others. What? Did they
What?
not? They didn't change?
They have You Will Know Your Names on here.
Oh, okay, so you know names.
okay,
I
okay.
thought they didn't change it. Okay, a solid choice. Now, this is potentially, this was a song that I think many of us grew to love just because of Smash, even if you hadn't played Xenoblade. True rocker of a music. And for those of you who played Xenoblade, it could mean one of two things. Either you're going to be doing a very intense battle where you're hoping to win, or you got into a very bad situation and you did not need to. Unfortunately.
Oh,
so now,
yes, the territorial rock bar.
the noob killer of all generations. In all 3 Xenoblade games as well, I believe, they put
yep.
territorial rock bar in to just those poor fans to realize this game is not going to joke around, and neither is Nicko right now. Going for a very solid underhand spear slash right there. A very good damage combo there, and the knockback on air slash 2, not allowing you to get punished usually when you hit that.
Well, but nonetheless, this is still a very even game between these two, and Tru4 holding the ledge fantastically at the moment. Tried to hit that nair once again, but this time Nicko ready with the answer.
So Tru4 unfortunately getting stuck at the ledge there, having to... Oh, getting a purge is what I should say. Very good.
I like the idea coming up from Nicko right there, trying to answer with the back air just in case he went for the air dodge read.
But
and that would have got the kill.
That would have, but unfortunately Tru4 did go for the immediate, so did not work into his favor. So now back throw. Shulk's back throw being one of the only throws in the game that actually sends his opponent with his back facing towards him, which does set it up for a backslash, but unfortunately cannot be used like that in double. So a lot of Shulk teammates like to use other up throws so that the backs are sent towards Shulk. But he cannot do that himself, sadly. Oh, I think waiting for an air dodge read for there, but Nicko not giving it to him.
Now, one small thing that I quite like to see from Shulk in general is just using that... Oh, what a fantastic jump read coming out from Tru4. A very dominant game coming out from him.
And that was a reading right from the books. Nicko was just on the ground, and Tru4 knew he was wanting to get out of there in Monado jump. It's such an easy habit to fall into because of that huge double jump height. You can feel safe, especially when you've been used to playing a lot of other characters who don't have that incredible jump height. You have to be wary.
Now, one thing that we saw...
Oh,
regular.
Let's go! Are we doing this? Oh my goodness. And now...
I don't think we are.
No. Unfortunately. Now, I'm very confused also by just the design of regular Gower planes. I'm not very much a casual player, but if I was a casual, it would not be a stage I would like to go to. It's so tricky to maneuver unless you're a character like Jigglypuff or Kirby or Jump Shulk. Like, I can't imagine going there with somebody like
Ganondorf.
Yeah, like, it's not... I kind of wish they had done a little bit different with that stage to kind of give it a more Gower planesy feel. Now back to the real match. Both opting out for a neutral heavy speed arts. Ooh. Now Nicko showing how you can sometimes just have to jab your problems away. If you go for a whiff, the Shulk might be tempted to answer with something like a nair or whatnot, but your jabs will beat it out, so don't be afraid to jab your problems away, friends.
I know that all too well, but that is not relevant at the moment. We have a pretty much even game between these two gentlemen.
Buster Art going back and forth, but Nicko right now holding the ledge. Tru4 opting to go into shield rather early, and unfortunately meaning he's going to burn it in case he's going to need it relatively soon for risk of Smash Art or Purge.
Nicko's corner pressure has just been superb. Just pinning Tru4 on the ledge and clipping him with that back air. Excellent stuff.
That is a great situation, especially when he's been conditioning Tru4 to anticipate him staying on the ledge or going for a drop zone edge guard. You don't expect him to run off with that bear.
And now we see, this is kind of one of the faults of Shulk. We see him trying to aggressively answer with certain buttons, but they're just a little bit too slow, even against Shulk himself at times.
Definitely, that he has to be always aware of the fact that he is basically playing with a handicap when it comes to his frame data. You need to think about where your opponent is and how they're going to be able to respond. Every button is a commitment. Now, great jab mix-up there. That is one thing, is that Shulk does have a solid jab mix-up, and that up-tilt trade working in his favor. Yeah,
working wonders for Tru4 right there. It's interesting to see how Nicko has been playing the neutral though. We could see him weaving very much off and back and forth.
Nicko's doing it again! Nicko!
Absolute madman!
He's pioneering. Is this going to be the new Shulk staple?
Blowing his own mind.
We're blowing our own minds are blown. This is going to be the new good. There was one day where both Nicko and Tremendo Dude got the buffer deactivation Nair into deactivated forward smash.
Yep, I remember that.
And this is blowing that completely out of the water. This is even more mind-boggling. So right back to Omega Gower Plains. Unique battle. You will know our names. And we certainly do know these names very well. So now both opting for a lot of neutral play. Now this is something that we see, oh, the iframe is beautiful, that we didn't see too much after the beginning of last game. Unlike when the set we saw with Kameme, it seems that whenever these two are playing, it's neutral at the beginning and then a whole lot of edge guarding, and that it just seems that they can carry the momentum. So it's interesting to see at the beginning how they play neutral until they carry each other off and then just keep switching the momentum back and forth. Very much like a pendulum.
So much corner play just coming out from the two. Just so much time occupied in those at those ledges.
Oh, very good catching the double jump there with Tru4. He is having, slightly misspaced that dare, but that was great situation. Having them to force to recover with air slash in a predictable way.
Yeah, and I love that, particularly after he managed to catch the air dodge before from Tru4. So really great decision making coming out from Nicko. Long-term conditioning. Doesn't get them out quite there, so punished on the landing.
And so one of the reasons we are seeing a lot of, no tech from Tru4. That's unfortunate. He was teching earlier from situation. But one of the reasons we are seeing a lot of edge guarding from situation is Shulk is not a character who traditionally goes for much landing options or juggling, especially versus another Shulk. They're very much wanting to carry each other off. Now, if we had been seeing this on, say, Battlefield, there might have been more juggling situations. But on FFB, Shulk's best situation is just to get you off stage and to try to edge guard you. Which would make it interesting if we could see a game on, say, Town or City or potentially Battlefield. Great Nair to cover the roll get up. Roll get up, of course, having some frames in which you can hit them before they are intangible. Oh, that up to almost killing in shield.
Yep.
The shield is not omnipotent. It can be killed. Oh, waiting for the air dodge there, but Tru4 not giving it to him, so not getting punished too hard. Just a fair offstage.
Nicko maintaining Monado jump. He kind of wants to keep this offensive momentum that he's got going, even though he's at 154%.
Playing
Great
with
landing.
no fear, waiting for an air dodge. Dare, an interesting choice. I'm not sure if that was a very hard read or a misinput, but either way, he does have a solid percent lead to work with.
And we've been seeing him do Dare a couple of times. Oh!
Not like this.
Was that the C-stick Nair, the infamous